Alright, so that's back up. So now we need to be a lot more mindful of what OBS is doing. So I need you. I need to add. Okay, so we're back at a. Oh. So that is undisciplined in its drawing area. Okay. Yeah, so the window projector is fine. Let me actually watch the loop back on that. Make sure it's going through. Yep. Okay. This is. Oh, are you? Well, there goes everything we did today. Need to do more checkpoints. Oh, the panel needs to be reopened because we had to restart. Alright, we're back to this thing, and I guess I just need to look at this every once in a while to see what it's doing. Alright! What do we decide on? We need to do a few more checkpoints here and there, source control. Because sometimes things just go crazy. Where'd we start? We wanted to... we wanted to get... we wanted to translate by graph margin. And we should probably be doing... No, translates. Scales by 1 if we're not doing anything. Graph width minus graph margin times 2. Graph height minus graph margin times 2. And then actually, that's our vertex buffer. Let's get that closer to here. Make sure it's proper. Let's get that closer to here to make sure that's proper. Oh, I actually have to include that in. And I guess I just kind of need to have... Oh. Oh, the get height and get width. So what we have to do... That might be, nope, that's not a property thing. Now maybe transform, reset transform? Nope. It queries those at creation time. Oh. Add existing. Well, no, existing is no good. Alright, well, one moment while I go searching for where else I've got one of these. Oh, because I'm still projecting it. Duh. Okay. Okay, and some sizes are still not adjusted. Oh. I see a Stev. Thanks for the host. Oh, okay, the background is still 500, 500. This thing is still 500, 500. So it is not necessarily drawing to its bounds. Now I just want to make you 1, 1. Well, I eventually want to make you 1, 1. Yeah, so drawing is not restricted to the bounds. Yeah, so the window projector is cute, but it doesn't tell me if I'm being naughty about the scene bounds. Because you do have unrestricted access to it. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to get you... well, we're going to have... we're going to want kind of everything inside this. And then particular artifacts might be elsewhere. You know what we do here? Place 400 with 0.9. All right, so that gets a basic rescale. Or a basic bound setup. Basic bound setup. Another thing we wanted to do is we want to take some of this stuff. Now this gets a little bit weird because it's like I want to scale everything to this. But I need to do the constant. Maybe I backscale to do the constant margin. We'll have to see. And then you're just a 1, 1. Okay, that seems to hold. Now, where we ran into trouble last time was we took a box and we replaced it with tri-strip. Okay, that box is fine. Oh, that was a GS render stop, not a OBS draw. I copied the wrong one. That's why it went crazy. Okay. So I don't know which is, if either is objectively better. Yeah, so the big problem with this is we end up with local variables for this stuff. And actually what we want to do here is we take this. We take the vertex buffer. Oh, but that's part of data. Well, no, this should be set up outside of here because that's saying I want to make a box. And then fill. I mean, this is kind of a better way to set color, but... And then this is just the slightly annoying... Maybe that's... Maybe 3 lines too much to making a function for. But it's like just enough to be annoying. Except this would be a tri-strip. Well, this is going to be a lot clearer to read. All right, vertex buffer. And then we've got this format, which I still kind of need a reference around. Oh, but this is a different... This is a render start, render stop. It's actually a different command. Is there a... Can a render save? Is there a render load? Is perchance, and I guess though we'd text this. Oh, no, we actually lost our line there. Bye, OBS. Now, interestingly, it's now letting me go, even though that's objectively the same code. And I don't see a line. I kind of want a way to make thicker lines. All right, so maybe I need both. I need a window projector that's at night, that it's nicely scaled so I can see the lines. Was it render start? All right, so if we load a vertex buffer, well, actually, let's take a look at render stop in the OBS source. See if there's any uses in context in combination with vertex buffers. Oh, they only use it in combination with render save. Okay. Well, let's not use that function then, shall we? Of course, they're not really doing any dynamic stuff, but it still seems to suggest that maybe that's not the approved technique here. Although it's a little bit annoying because I have to create a vertex buffer and then destroy it. Yeah, so for my dynamic stuff, I'm kind of back to this. Which means I have to call my effect loop manually again. And the other thing was, so for line strip, draw mode, oh, that's right. Handle width. Draw circle at pause. So this will end up affecting both of these, because we load the vertex buffer, and then what if we scale by, I don't know, 10? No. Oh, it's scaling the circle. Well, we can see a corner of that, so let's just pump that up a bit more and see if it's even affecting the lines at all. I don't think it's affecting the lines at all. Also, is it not going off the canvas anymore? Yep, it is. All right, so that is not the trick we need. Load vertex buffer, color. How do we... Well, you know, I've never played around with Z, and maybe this is a projection thing. Nope. Of course, that could be a fact of projection. All right, so you do not scale line strips. Hmm. Now, this is probably an effect thing, because that would be the shader. But I really don't know. Effect create. So I could package up my own shader. Or see if solid has a parameter. Color. Random vowels? So apparently solid has a provision for solid colored. Oh, technique random. Oh. Wait. Have I just never drawn this in color? Nope, it's colored. So what is solid colored then? Oh, that's like a gradient. And I guess you need random values for the random to do stuff. All right, anyway. Oh, default rect. Oh man, there's so many effects. Hello. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I need to get my stuff back up. Crushing OBS a few times. Color range. Technique draw. Oh, do I need solid with this? What if I do... Nope. Oh, you might have an effect color. What are your parameters? Oh, there's a color matrix. Hey now, be nice. I don't think so. There's a color range min and a color range max. Thank you. So solid has a parameter called color. Default is a color matrix, a color range min and a color range max. Video format, get parameters. Well, that's frame. Nope. I'm beginning to suspect you're not a real person. Yeah, it just seems like random, kind of random stuff. Okay, so that's that's actual a response. I'm not hacking the mainframe. I'm sort of hacking OBS. This is the graphics subsystem because I want to draw a graph. So I'm trying to figure out how to. Well, right now I'm just curious if you can change the thickness of a line. Now. I've got the mature flag off. Please keep it that way. I know what that is. Source draw set color matrix. That's a full color transformation. Yeah, it's kind of random. If you want to see my feet come back with I'm doing a dancing stream. Source frame. Nope, I'm independent. Oh, these are all the effects. Yeah, I think default might be more for video. So effects, or in libOBS data. It's random. Now see, this is the kind of things that were making me wonder if you're a bot. They just seem so out of left field. There's an opaque effect. It's an image, though. Low res, default rect. Rect image. I don't think deinterlaces for me. Yeah, opaque. So yes. Okay, cool. Do you have any recommendations for like lint style programs that would be easily loadable into an embedded environment? Because I've been bit several times by undefined symbols. So I need to look that up sometime. This is Vim. I think MVim is the specific. No, that's MacVim. This is GVim. That's right. Solid vert in out. Vert in, vert out. Projection. Vertex shader, pixel shader. Pixel shader random. Vertex shader, pixel shader technique. Okay. So it's not doing anything in the vertex shader that would allow me to increase line width? Is that right? Frag chord? That's if it's a texture. Oh, but you're drawing an actual line. Oh, frag color of this pixel? Point 1, point 2. GL frag chord, XY, UV. So essentially this is a texture. We process every point and output a pixel if it is in the point. So our fragment shaders, the pixel shaders, I think it's normally vertex shaders and fragment shaders. So if this is vert in, the same as this is vert in, pause XYZ. But this is only return color for everything unconditionally. It means it can't be GL frag color. Would be a pixel shader, right? And the fragment shader. It's the fragment shader. However, you can use the geometry shader to expand your quad, or actually two triangles, which can pose as a thick line. So one answer to this is I just take my quad and transform it to be a thick line and don't worry about doing fancy stuff with shaders. But I'll have to draw the quads at each step there instead of... But I'd actually have to bundle a custom shader to do the thick line, so... Plus, OBS has a custom shader format. Oh, line strip adjacency and not just line strip. Well, that's... Yeah. And then you get into all this crazy stuff. Yeah, that's probably too much for what I'm trying to do. So we cannot do line thickness with this. I have done some stuff here. And we are... Where did I leave this? Okay, yep. However, I cannot use that for my actual line, which might end up being a large part of what I do. So that's a little bit annoying. Yeah, I don't know if the line strip is going to be really useful for me. Because at times I'm going to need bigger lines. I mean, it's going to have to be making little tiny rectangles that are a little bit bigger. Okay. So I need, and I should just have a function for this. Did I have names for this in my other project? What are you? What are you? Silly window. Da, 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 da. Dropped in total. That's the rate. Oh, this is probably strictly a view thing because it's the graph. Display frame graph. Extract series. Actually, I probably can do something like that. Oh, you know what? I probably got off the habit of doing local because the examples weren't doing it. Alarm, 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 alarm. Dropped frames is global here. The data point function, data. Selector is going to be the attribute. Yeah, I mean, arguably. For I pairs, it is. No, is it I pairs? It's a table of tables, actually. Yes. The sub attribute. Local series is a new table. Series sub I equals v attribute. Return series. Oh, no, 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 no. This is extract series. List.map selector. That's what this is doing. Then we need the differences from that. Oh, and time codes. I wasn't recording time codes. It's just in order. I might need to actually coordinate things here. Now, if I want to Yeah, can I do text? I don't know if I can do text. How do we... What will be the frame... total frames is the effective time code, I guess? Yeah, we'll see if we need this. So we take that to that. And that was just by taking two lists and differencing them, which works nice there. But I would have to do a manual iteration to have knowledge, or to set the range. I equals 1 to series. Table sub I. And I guess I'm going to need some dummy data to test this. So if it's applying minus to A and B, I think that ends up being first, second minus first. Yeah. Alright, and I actually need to take a short break. Although, I've got stuff to do, so I don't know if we're going much longer. Da, 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 da. Alright, actually, I'm just curious. I'm going on here. Okay. And this should actually be keeping... Where am I limiting my samples? Yeah, +1. Okay. I don't have an easy way to display a table here. So... Oh god, this happens every frame, doesn't it? Well, how about every update? That's not as bad. Well, it'll confirm it's zeros. No, and frames will actually should be up by a reasonable amount. Okay, so it's backwards. I read that wrong. And then, yeah, it increases every time because it's doing out the entire history. Alright, we don't want to be spamming that. So now I've got something we can actually print. Oh, I'm still calling this up here. In fact, that's exactly what we need. Oh, I'm actually... Well, frames is something I can usefully draw at the moment. So I'll wait on that. Oh, I need to go through this and find a maximum value. Does Lua have that for tables? I think this is roughly 5.2. Of its arguments. All right, so iteration 1. Or I know it's probably equals I pairs, isn't it? No, it isn't I pairs. All right, the scale, the Y scale is table max of frames. Local X scale is now that's the value. The scale is what we've scaled to 1. Wait. We have a thing called a scaling function. And actually, this is, even if I don't actually end up using this per se, this is a good point to do a push pop because we're scaling just for this thing. And then we just go along for, actually we do kind of need the IV. I need examples of this code though. Yeah, I got so much stuff I gotta figure out here, but I should be able to scale this. And this could be a line strip. Oh, attempt from arithmetic got a nil value. This is 285. If the arithmetic is on that line, does table max? No. Oh, we glitched our output again. So I guess if you have a script error while you're holding the graphics context, it stays locked or something. That's an oh, hey, it's drawing something. Oh, well, we need to get a projector back out. We get a couple projectors back out. You know what? That is not, it's not getting history. Okay, I didn't miss anything there. Dropped frame graph. Ended projector. That's not super encouraging. Oh, that's probably going the other way. So the ability to completely crash the OBS graphics is not encouraging. Alright, so we need to indent this a little bit as well. Well, actually, we just kind of stop drawing this and it won't be an issue. Stop drawing box. Oh, that's the calculator. Did it not like that negative? Okay. Alright, let's do this. Right, no, we can do this as a separate scale. Let's see if our box still draws. Oh, okay. If I do that, I also need to do a translate. So I might just want to do this separately. Where do I first do this? Because really what I want to do is I want to say, let's margin. Zero, zero, zero. Oh. Is it 0, 1, 0, and then 0, negative 1? No, it's scale, so it's 1. There we go. You know what, I should probably do a lower sample rate for the time being just to get better responsiveness because we need 2 samples to start doing anything. Video render. I feel like my X is off a bit. Is that right? That's not how my other graph goes. Although you may be able to argue. You could probably argue for either direction. That's data moving across in a reading order. Whereas the other way would be kind of like timeline order. Interesting. String reverse. Okay. So now you see in this case, I want to reverse this for just the purposes of the graph presentation. It's like this is general coordinate system. This is just the graph presentation. And we won't actually see anything interesting unless there's a bump in the... unless there's a waiver. And it looks like we need to do that to get it all the way across. Oh, that's going to be the... that's not going to be right. Does it actually be +1? Definitely not +1. That's... So actually I'm being done in by Lewis base here. So I'm trying to do a graph that starts it. So now the scale is off. Need to figure out which way we're off here. Nope. All right, now you don't see anything. And I'm actually going to want a lot more margin on this, probably. Maybe. Or I could just make it bigger, you know. All right, nothing to see here. So then, take all this, we duplicate it. For dropped, and I should probably expand this, but this, oh, this, oh boy. I want this to be a bounding volume. But if I want to do a tri-strip, I'm going to kind of need to render a custom quad for every segment. We'll just be able to do pairs of points, right? Well, what are our options? I don't think it's shaders. Points, lines, line strip, tries. Triangle strip, bup. So that might work. It's just going to be kind of annoying. And I'm going to have to fake data to do it. So, initially, do a render. Oh, this is all frames. It needs to be... The startup might be a little weird. And we killed it. Yeah, so... What time is it? This could turn into an adventure. So I'm probably going to do grocery shopping, and we'll try and figure out triangle strips tomorrow. Thanks, George, Joseph Ray P, Stormy Ice Leopard, Dog and Lick the Grime, Mossrat Gaming, CS Devin Catnox for hosting, and I was reorders on me. I'll be back to poke at this some more sometime. Bye-bye.